I felt sick to my stomach, I felt nervous, and now I'm feeling very insecure.
Oh, didn't take you long to get in.
Because there's a lot of cowboys out there.
It takes a call, a click and some cash, and your home is open to a stranger.
That's fine, I can just forward it on to them, that's not a problem.
I'm just shocked that he's let somebody into my home.
It's the middle of the day in a suburban street, and you're about to see just how easily accessible your home could be. The woman in yellow isn't a current affair producer, but the house belongs to Linda Kennedy, who's in for a shock.
I've locked myself out of my house and I'm just wondering if you could come and let me in, please.
We've called a locksmith we found online, and in minutes he arrives.
It's all locked, it's all bolted up, doesn't work properly.
There's no uniform, no signage, and no worries for a would-be thief.
I just went in to get something and... Yeah.
Within minutes, the lock is picked, the door is open, and our producer is inside someone else's home. Incredibly, not once was she asked for ID or any proof that this is where she lives.
Thank you. Cash?
Watching on with our covert cameras is a horrified Linda.
What's it feel like to watch someone do this to your house from this distance? They've broken in.
Thank you.
Gutting. I'm just shocked.
On a separate day and a separate suburb, we tested 4 different locksmiths using the same scenario.
Mate, the door's up here, I'm guessing that's all you... It's just a pretty standard deadbolt.
What we discovered is an industry that's drastically under-regulated with the potential for exploitation. All the locksmiths used by a current affair in this test were randomly picked from the internet. They advertised fast and reliable service, and prices ranged from $99 to $165. But their response varied drastically.
No, it's all locked.
The Master Locksmith Association's Code of Conduct stipulates ID must always be shown prior to service, but this man's happy to get going the moment he arrives. When first effort fails, he tries the garage, then brings out the hardware. The door is opened and this is what's left of the lock. We were offered a new set of keys on the spot. All this without any confirmation that it was actually my house. But not all locksmiths were so obliging.
Yeah, mate.
You got some ID?
Not only did this locksmith demand ID before looking at the door, he also wanted a phone number, description of where he'd find the key inside, and a signed waiver. Ron Davison from ASAP Locksmiths agreed to speak on camera after the call-out.
Yeah, locksmithing is a very trusted profession, and we should all be licensed. You know, we all carry PICs. We have the ability to enter premises. It should be compulsory.
Ron has worked for almost 40 years in the industry and says there are basic checks that should be undertaken at every home.
Common sense has to prevail. If they've got ID inside, you can just ask questions, you know. Ask them where the keys are.
It's advice that would have helped Linda.
Unbelievable that she can just walk out the door like that, unnoticed from anybody.
Now with more homes using window guards and security shutters, your front door could be your biggest vulnerability.
We've actually had customers come to us saying that this is what's happened.
Paul Mace is operations manager of Eversafe.
An alarm system is my recommendation as first line of defence. CCTV is as a second line of defence, which provides evidence, and then I'd have good deadlocks on your doors just to strengthen the door.
As for locksmiths, the current licensing restrictions are aiming to weed out those that cheat the system.
Some people say it's easier getting a pistol licence.
And after seeing our vision, Ron believes there should be more policing of the rules to bring down rogue operators.
He's not wearing a uniform. He hasn't asked for ID. I wouldn't be using him.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Too easy.
Out of there with
With everything I own.